Europe is facing a crisis of strategic relevance as German Chancellor Friedrich Merz warns the continent cannot independently pressure Russia in the Ukraine war and remains heavily reliant on the United States.
At the moment, we are not able to exert enough pressure on Putin to end this war. We are dependent on the help of the Americans. We see that China, India, Brazil, and other countries in the world are even showing themselves openly with Russia. A new partnership is being created there, with the so-called Shanghai format. What concerns me, and I want to admit that it also bothers me, is the fact that at the moment, as Europeans in the world, we are not playing the role that we want to play and that we would have to play in order to maintain our interests sufficiently. And that is why I am so committed to this, even if this is sometimes criticized from the inside.
The continent's weakness is further exposed as countries like China, India, and Brazil openly engage with Russia, forming new alliances such as the Shanghai format, while Europe struggles to maintain relevance on the global stage. Merz highlights that Europe is failing to assert itself, leaving the continent unable to protect its own interests and gradually losing influence in shaping critical geopolitical outcomes. Germany and other European nations continue to supply Ukraine with lethal weaponry, including long-range cruise missiles, Taurus tanks, Leopard 1 and 2 tanks, and Panzer 2000 self-propelled howitzers, signaling an aggressive strategy rather than a desire for peace. Observers warn that this military support reflects Europe's aim to achieve a strategic defeat of Russia, risking escalation instead of conflict resolution, and repeating mistakes that history has already highlighted.
To be true, I'm still concerned because nothing changed for the better. The military support by Germany, for example, including other European countries, to infect the fascist Zelensky regime in Kyiv, shows that Germany revealed totally from its lesson that they should have learned from the results of the Second World War. And the supply of lethal weaponry, like long-range cruise missiles, Taurus tanks, Leopard 1 and 2, and self-propelled howitzer Panzer 2000, demonstrates that Germany and Europe at all doesn't desire peace in Europe. And more than that, their aim and goal is to put a strategic defeat on Russia. They told it several times.
Europe's dependence on the United States leaves it vulnerable, especially as Russia strengthens ties with Asia and South America, forming partnerships that sideline the West and challenge its ability to influence global conflicts. The situation exposes internal divisions within Europe over foreign policy and strategic autonomy, with the continent caught between moral responsibility and aggressive intervention in Ukraine. Merz's warning signals that Europe must act decisively or face long-term consequences, risking irrelevance in a rapidly shifting multipolar world, while new alliances reshape the global balance of power.